up with it? It's your boy Nini back with another reading. This is going to be a reading for me being here later than usual. So we asking the question, what would you be pleased to know? Hey Marie E, what are you doing up? Don't you gotta be at work? Oh wait, tomorrow's Black Friday. So my daughter told me yesterday, this morning, maybe early today, she was like, yo, it's Black Friday today. She's like, I don't got school tomorrow. I was like, you don't got school 2 days straight? Because they didn't have school today. So that was throwing my schedule off. So when she was like, yeah, we don't have school tomorrow too. I was like, why you don't got school 2 days straight? She was like, it's Black Friday. I was like, y'all know I didn't grow up with holidays, so I don't be knowing. I was like, Black Friday. I didn't even know it was Easter this Sunday. I was like, man, Good Friday, my bad. I said Black Friday. That's how you know I don't be knowing. I said Black Friday. That's when the TVs go for cheap. Dang, what's up, Kim? What's up, Naya? What's up, Tracy Trace? You like this title? I liked it too. I thought this was a good one because I didn't really know what I was going to do. I would have went earlier, but I was like, man, I feel like I didn't ask every question. So I was like, well, what would I be pleased to know? And then I was like, you know what? There we go. What would I be pleased to know? So this is all just good stuff. It's just stuff that you'd be happy to hear. You'd be like, oh yeah, that's good. Hell yeah. So we're going to see. What's up, Pisces Moon? Hell yeah, I said Black Friday. I'm tripping. All right, so we're going forward today, y'all. So let's get to it. So, Aries. All right, we're just going to play around. So, Aries, what would you be pleased to know? All right, you guys got some romance coming your way, or it could just be some entertainment, some fun, chance to let your hair down. All right, you guys going to be getting communication soon this could be from somebody who's like wanting to date you guys, or somebody who just finds you guys to be attractive. Could be a Leo, could be a Gemini. Or you guys are going to have a lot more funny conversations, a lot more entertaining conversations. Like they may be interesting too. And you guys may learn something. You guys may be also starting to get maybe more creative because of the partnership that's coming in. It's going to be friends, but these will be friends that get you guys to go out, get you guys to go like hang out, socialize more. You're going to have more of a life. You might even become more of the cool kid, you know what I mean? Where people find you to be popular, people find you to be, attractive or handsome, or they just find you to be somebody witty and fun to talk to. It's just going to be that, all right? So what else would you be pleased to know? People are going to like the way that you think, and they're going to like your voice, your tone, the way you talk, because it's Leo. And it's Leo. It's the third house. Leo in the third house. So some of y'all may have that in your placement, or you guys may also have just be good at talking. People are just going to like hearing you talk. Maybe the tone of the way that you talk, maybe the enthusiasm in the way that you talk. People are just going to like talking to you, all right? And you may even, maybe your voice is changing. Maybe it becomes more seductive or more entrancing. Well, no, that would be more like a Piscean energy, but maybe it just becomes more commanding. Like maybe it has more assertion and like it's more charming and flattering. So the way that you talk may change too. You know what I mean? But it's like the way that you talk is a way that's like very pleasing to the ear. So maybe you have more of a voice or like singing, or you find that you can carry a tune or some shit like that. We'll see what it is. So it says you won't see if you can't. You won't see if you can unless you cross the bridge. So you'll be doing things that you were afraid to do. All right. So these friends that are coming in are going to be friends that are going to help you guys, like, let's say, cross a bridge or get past, let's say, obstacles or hurdles or difficulties that at one time were something you was afraid to even face or go towards. All right. But I know for sure you guys are going to be dating more, or at least being offered the opportunity to date, to go out, to experience romance. You know what I mean? I was thinking that some of y'all may even go to like a major city and like have fun there. So, you may already live in a major city, but I kind of feel like maybe you guys go to a different one. You know what I mean? Because third house is a short trip or a short travel. So you guys could be just embarking or like breaking ground somewhere else or just trying something new. Because we got the fall here too. So a new experience. So you guys are going to be throwing caution to the wind and not be thinking so much about what could go wrong. What you should or shouldn't be doing. This is like an Aries reckless energy, but it's not reckless. It's like the friends that you have coming along. They're very like convincing, persuasive, and these could even be romantic partners. They don't have to just be friends, but I kind of feel like fifth house, third house, they give more friends, but even if they're romantic or friendly, these are people who think the same way that you think. You know what I mean? They find humor in the same shit that you find humor in. They're looking at the same things that you look at. You know what I mean? They pay attention to the same finer details or whatever situations you would look at. These could even be childhood friends that you may be like reconnecting with, because third house can usually be people that you're familiar with. It's your neighborhood. So there's maybe people who you're familiar with, who are like, you guys may be reconciling or coming back around, but it's going to be a fresh new start. You know what I mean? It's almost going to be looking at each other with brand new eyes. Like, oh, I see you now. So it could be a Virgo, could be a Leo. You're like, oh, I see you now. You look a little bit different. So maybe something's changed about you. Something's changed about them. It's going to be a lot of talking, but the talking is upbeat. It's excited. I'm happy that you're here. So this could even just be like more people just being excited that you guys are around whenever they see you. So you got 10th house. I mean, we got the Wheel of Fortune and the Wheel of Fortune and 10 of Pentacles. So a windfall of money, or this could be incremental payments. Maybe your bank account starts raising, increases, or this could be like credit repair or credit increases. Something like that's happening. So you could be doing Aquarius, Sag, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, or a Virgo. So it looks like a windfall of money, or you guys are just going to have a lot more money coming. This could be an inheritance for some of y'all, or maybe a settlement or something like that. Or you guys are just going to be seeing a lot more results for your efforts. You know what I mean? Like a lot more gains. It looks like material success is what you guys are getting. So this could be an increase or finally hitting a milestone of some sort that you guys have been achieving or going for. 5 of Swords is going to be a conversation. That's going to be good, that you'd be pleased to hear. So I guess somebody who you were having conflicts with, you guys won't be having that issue anymore. So I guess maybe it looks like a conflict you guys have been dealing with. You're going to have a sit down with somebody, because we got we got the Judgment in reverse. So, and then we got Page of Swords, Nine of Swords. So somebody's going to want to talk something out with y'all. Could be somebody you guys are having an issue with, or maybe a little power struggle with, or you guys are just not able to get on the same page. 5 of Swords is just somebody who makes you maybe uncomfortable, or it's an uncomfortable conversation that you guys may be having. Just one that you guys would prefer to like sweep under the rug, or not have, just to kind of like just move past it. Either jump straight into the relationship, or just kind of like, you know what I mean? Like it's like either you would rather jump straight into the relationship, or you guys would like want to like talk it out so that you guys don't end a relationship. One to two happens. All right, there's one of those two things that's happening. You guys may be talking it out and avoiding, or like avoiding some type of disaster, or avoiding the relationship really falling all the way apart. So this couldn't just be like you guys reconnecting. Like maybe there was distance in the way and you guys weren't able to like, see each other. Something like that. Because sometimes with the bridge, I was thinking like that you guys could be crossing the bridge or meeting somebody in the middle. So it could be like a negotiation. We talk things out, clear air, forgive and forget. Because it is the Judgment in reverse, which could be a desire to like sweep things under the rug. I'm sorry, you're sorry. Let's just take it as like, a bigger lesson. So there may be a talk about that, where you guys maybe hold out on a judgment, or hold out on like making a final like call when it comes to a relationship, just to avoid it ending. You guys may want to stay in each other's lives. So there may be a talk. All right. It'll be more of a lighthearted, fun-based talk. Some of y'all may even try to have sex with this person, or they may try to have sex with you. Something like that may happen here. All right. So it could be a Scorpio, it could be Aquarius. Now, some of y'all, it could be a visitor, though. I was thinking about that too. Some of y'all, it could be a visitor. You guys may be running into somebody on a unexpected trip, and it wasn't even planned. You guys just maybe running into this person, and you guys may be having a little situation, maybe just a date, but it could lead to a little bit more, because this is a person who likes to talk. And they're down for like taking action or taking risks. They may be looking for signals or signs that you find them to be attractive, or that they're having the same effect on you. So that should be fun. All right. So could be a Leo, could be a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, Gemini, Leo, Aries, Scorpio. All right. I know I said some other signs. I said like Sag, Taurus earlier. So which I got going on? He said, I just got home from a string quartet. I don't know what that is. What's up, Supernova? Hey, Angela. So let's see. So he's on Taurus. Don't do that to me, baby. Taurus. All right. Hey, what's up, always? So Taurus. Ooh. Let's see. So some of y'all could be dating a business professional soon. Could be a Leo. Could be a Capricorn. Could be a Pisces. All right. So you guys may also be. This may be somebody who's going to help you guys up. This could be in career, or this could just be like a social call. Maybe they become friends and then you guys start dating. So it may be like one of those relationships where it's just like we're just I was gonna say casually dating, but like they're gonna so somebody's gonna start getting more aggressive. Somebody who's most likely a friend, or somebody who's maybe it's an acquaintance. Nah, maybe. Maybe it's an acquaintance for some of y'all, but I was thinking that it's maybe like a friend or somebody who's part of like a large network or part of your friend group. So maybe it's on social media, but it could be anything. You guys will be dealing with somebody who's going to be aggressive towards you guys or very assertive towards you guys. This is somebody who may be very abundant, also a big deal. You know what I mean? So they're going to be trying to mark claim or stake claim to you, or starting to be a little bit more territorial over you guys. All right, it's somebody who's normally easygoing, but I guess they're going to turn it up a little bit for y'all. So it could be a Pisces, could be a Sag, could be an Aries. All right, so what else you need to know? What else would be pleasing about that? Also, you guys, even if it's not somebody coming towards y'all, then it's just you guys becoming a lot more aggressive. You guys are adopting a philosophy of being maybe more like a front runner, or being more of like a self-initiating type of person, where you don't need other people to like back you. You don't need other people for confidence. You don't need other people to tell you what direction to go. You're just going to be trusting your optimism and your natural instinct, or your natural desire to win, and just getting the outcomes you want. Because Jupiter here is a sign of good luck, or a sign of like lucky encounters, or synchronistic moments, or high level achievement. So something like that is happening here for some of y'all. This could be like a high level achievement, either a relationship, or it says taking a ring. So you guys are gonna be being more in control of your life and being more focused on where you guys want to go. So it's a new philosophy, like I was saying for y'all. So a new philosophy about like your confidence, about being assertive, about being more aggressive, about the things that you desire, that you demand for yourself. So it's just going to bring in a lot more abundance, but it also just brings in a lot more abundant opportunities, which could just be like maybe more of a luxury lifestyle. It could be bringing in material success. It could be bringing in friends who are like very beneficial, or like big deals who are like very useful to your life and to your life's purpose. So it could be doing that. Or you guys could just be getting a lot more serious about maybe your life's purpose, or whatever direction in life you're intending to take it. So something like that's happening. But prosperity is going to come from you being more assertive or more aggressive in whatever way it comes. It says someone is being pure as snow with you. So some of y'all, it is going to be a romantic partnership, but it says someone is being pure as snow with you and wants to win you over. So that's a good thing there. I haven't used these yet. So that's a good thing there. So it's somebody who's very affectionate, or somebody who's like very huggy kissy. So I don't know if y'all like that. It's somebody who likes to like snuggle up or lay up. They may, some of y'all, they may stay in like a colder climate, because I'm noticing the snow. But if they don't stay in a colder climate, this may be somebody who's just really reserved. But then all of a sudden, you're going to see them just start getting a lot more aggressive, start being a lot more passionate towards you, start maybe implying stuff, or start like preaching a bigger picture. Because Sagittarius is a preacher. So it's maybe somebody who starts preaching a bigger picture, or maybe some of y'all become preachers. I don't know. You know what I mean? But it gives that type of energy. So it may be more like spiritual connections that are coming in. Some of y'all are kicking addictions or kicking bad habits, which could just be like overeating, drinking, smoking, watching too much TV, procrastination. It could be anything. All right, because that with the Aries energy, it just means that you're gonna become more aggressive or more assertive. So you're not just gonna be sitting back waiting on things to happen. You're gonna be making things happen. And then with the Jupiter energy, it's a belief of I would deserve these things, or that I can make these things possible. So yeah, so you got a relationship coming, an offer. You got one because it says happiness here, but it's just somebody watching you be in a relationship. So you guys may be having a partner or dating somebody who a lot of people would be jealous over you for having, because they may be very attractive, they may be very abundant, they may be like a big deal for you. You know what I mean? Or just in general, maybe you everybody knows them. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like a big deal. So scarcity tactics. So you guys will be getting over like a poverty mindset or a fear-based mindset about what you can and can't have. You guys won't be worried about like the past. You won't be having those flashbacks or those memories about like what used to be. So an old version of yourself is leaving. You'll stop seeing yourself as that. So this could be like a maturity, but I don't see Saturn yet. Could just be like a maturity. Oh, there we go. Six of Cups in reverse. So it is a maturity. You guys are growing up or breaking childhood patterns. So how you used to be as a kid, or how you used to be as a teen, or how you used to be in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever. How you used to be when you were younger, a younger version of yourself is becoming outdated, and it's no longer going to be who you resonate with or who you see yourself as. So the new philosophy is being born. All right, so what else? What would you be pleased to know? Lovers, you're going to be getting an offer. So again, it's relationships, but these are going to be people who want to get to know y'all. So it could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah. some of y'all is going to be a past person trying to renew the connection again. But for most of y'all, I think it's just going to be like more people wanting to get to know y'all or wanting to be around y'all. Could just be a little sexual connection because we do got the lovers in reverse. If that's like something you'd be pleased to have, then that's coming. And it could be somebody who you guys have a crush on because the Page of Cups. So, or it's just more people having crushes on you because of the lovers. So it's one of the two. It's one of the two. Either your crush that you already had is presenting an opportunity for y'all to be in a relationship, and then others of y'all, it'd be other people are crushing on y'all, and they're gonna be making it known. They're gonna become a lot more aggressive. Start being, start really expressing how they really feel about you. We got King of Cups here too now, so they're gonna really be putting on the pressure, or really putting on like the emotional sentiments. You know what I mean? Letting you know that it makes a difference whether you're in their life or not. So they may be kind of sappy. Or you may even start feeling that way. Maybe if you have issues like expressing your feelings or just feeling like loved or cared for in relationships, or just like wanting to like tell people that you care about them, that's about to happen. So it may just be that. It may just be more people just telling y'all that they care about y'all, that they love y'all. But some of y'all, I really feel like it's going to be sex too. If you were like pleased by that. If you're looking for that, there's an opportunity for that. Maybe a third person party for some of y'all, but if some of y'all may not though. But I just kind of threw it out there because the happiness hater has 3 people in there, and one of the guys is just hating that the other guy is getting some and he ain't. So somebody might be jealous that you getting some and they ain't. So, you know what I mean? Look out for that. Look out for that. You know what it also may be? Because sometimes the lovers could be rumors or gossip. This could be also what's bringing the people towards you. Other people talking about you, you know what I mean? Speaking about you. So maybe people are seeing you, maybe expanding, growing. They're noticing it. You know what I mean? So that might be also part of what's like bringing these opportunities for romance or for love or whatever. It's partnerships, you know what I mean? And then some of y'all may be going to a sports game or going somewhere just kind of like impulsively. Could be like a competitive match, or it could be like anything. You guys will be in a more competitive energy. So you may be going to like fights, sports games, I don't know, family game night. You know what I mean? Like just being in a more competitive type of energy. So you'll notice that. And you also notice people trying to compete to try to keep your attention. Because I got the 5 of Wands here when I split that deck. Look at that. 5 of Wands. So people be trying to compete to keep your attention. All right. So, also good news. Y'all could be losing weight or just having like a change to your appearance, your physical body. So it could be usually it's losing weight, but it can also just be like maybe you're starting to feel more comfortable within your physical frame. So like maybe you had a weak shoulder or an elbow that would like squeak or some shit, or your knees will pop. That may not be an issue for a little bit. All right. So we got Aries, we got Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Scorpio, Aquarius, Capricorn, Gemini, Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I think I said another sign, but I don't know. Maybe not. We'll leave it like that. All right. So you guys, we're kicking a habit. Hey, what's up, Christy? I'm glad you're here. That's a fact. Learning yourself never gets old, Silent Priestess. What's up, Rocky? Hey, Bree. I'm just checking on my folks. All right. So let's get a quick shuffle. And then we're going to go over here to Gemini. So let's look at it. Gemini. What would you be pleased to know? So, Gemini, what would you be pleased to know? What would you be pleased to know? Someone's about to get caught out there for their naughty, ratchet behavior. All right. It says self-esteem, self-worth, intellect. So, solar plexus, you're about to get your confidence up. So, because sometimes I read that as like someone's about to get caught out there for their naughty, ratchet behavior. Sometimes I read that as you just kind of like doing what you please. You know what I mean? Because we got here, it says someone wants to meet you underneath the mistletoe and tells you how they really feel. So you're going to get a confession from somebody. Somebody's going to gain the confidence up to tell you how they really feel. This could be more of like, I don't know. Sometimes I look at it as like more of a sexual undertone. because it's this lady, she's laying in Santa's lap and he's spanking her. She got her tail feathers out too. You feel me? Her tail feathers. I still talk like I be talking to kids. You know, she got her ass out, basically. You get what I'm saying? So they just give me more like that naughty spanking. So some of y'all is maybe again a sexual connection. If you guys haven't had that in a minute or just want it, then that's probably there. But if not, it could just be somebody getting the confidence to come and express how they really feel about you. This could be a little heart to heart, you know what I mean? But it could also just be a little smooch fest. You know, you guys like to hug and kiss, so it could be that. What we got? Your appearance is changing. First house is here. And then we got Saturn. So you guys may be getting more disciplined with like your appearance or getting more disciplined with structure. So getting more focused. It's going to be a relationship coming because we got conjunction here. So you could be, this could even be like a work thing too, because Saturn sometimes gives me like a work thing. But it could just be like maybe you guys are getting more ambitious or becoming a lot more driven about certain expectations, your goals, your dreams, your plans, starting to have more structure, you know what I mean? Starting to have more of a routine and starting to be able to keep up with it too. So I'm kind of getting that vibe. But it also seems like there's a relationship that's like in the works. So somebody's going to probably express how they feel because we got first house here. This could be somebody that you guys that likes you either just for your physical appearance or they like you for, well, they like you because you got Saturn here. They like you for more like practical things. They like you because of your maturity. They like that you're a go-getter. They like that you're assertive. They like that you have independence. They like your appearance. Do you know what I mean? They like your stability. They also like your responsibility, or they just like your integrity. Like they like a lot of like they like more than just the superficial, but they like your natural tendencies, who you are at your core. They like that, and they want to build a relationship with you. Could be a Capricorn, could be an Aries. Some of y'all is maybe a boss or a leader. Because I get it with this first house and this Saturn. There's somebody who's like very structured or very committed to getting things done, doing as they please, or doing what they want to do. So this is somebody who sticks and stays. They see things through, all the way through. So this could just be you, but if it is you, then you're still going to be getting into a partnership with somebody who does that same thing. So it don't even have to be a relationship. It can just be like, I mean, it's going to be a relationship, but it doesn't have to be like intimate. It could just be a relationship where you guys are both coming together and like seeing the results of your work or your effort. You know what I mean? Like inspiring each other, helping each other with the hard stuff. You know what I mean? Moving. I don't know if it's moving. I just said moving. So maybe you guys are moving. Maybe they're helping you move. But I was just thinking like they're just going to help you guys like stay up on your personal goals, whatever like stuff you were aiming at or trying to like become. Then I see them like being that or helping you be that way. So you guys may be like not running from hard work. Hard work may not scare you anymore. You may not be afraid of it. And it may be because like once you start putting the action in, then other people come in and start helping you. They're like, oh shit, we see you working, Gemini. We about to come in. So some of y'all may just be taking the lead and other people may be following in that. Like, oh, I see what you're doing. Nine of Pentacles. So you're going to be looking a lot better because I see the Queen of Wands and Nine of Pentacles. You're going to be looking a lot more attractive and looking like you care about yourself a lot more. Looking like you take care of yourself a lot more. You know what I mean? You may even be buying yourself stuff because it's like you guys are starting to take your appearance seriously. You know what I mean? The way you're being viewed by people, it comes from a more respectable like view. You know what I mean? So the way you carry yourself may be like, I'm in charge. People need to respect me. You may not have to say it because it's a Saturnian energy. And that's more of a silent power. Saturn energy is more of a silent. So like Aquarius, Capricorn are usually like silent powerhouses. They don't really say too much. So it's given that. So even if you are more like a boastful person, people will just be able to see it by your demeanor, how you're carrying yourself, how you're acting. You know what I mean? And they're going to start carrying you that way. Because injunction means that people want to come along to increase the quality of life. All right. So you guys also, we got magicians, skill set. So you guys are either creating new, let's say, new products, new services, new entrepreneurial investments. You guys are coming up with these things. You guys are like taking action on ideas, taking action on just stuff that you've been wanting to do. You're not going to be like seeing it as a blockage anymore. You guys are going to be seeing ways around what used to be a hindrance, what used to be, I don't know, maybe something that was a stagnancy or what was slowing you down, or you'll be able to like change the pessimism into optimism. You'll just be able to make these things work for you. All right, so investments. This could be shipments that some of y'all are getting, or like gifts. Maybe you guys are doing shipments, or something like that. You guys are creating income or creating the outcomes that you want to see. All right, so this could even be like past experiences that you've done, or like past environments that you were in. Let's say even past jobs or past ideas that you once had. You guys are about to bring these things to life. Yep, because we got Six of Wands, Seven of Swords. So that's being prepared for maybe like the spotlight. So maybe you got, oh yeah, so that's what it is. Some of y'all are working on some of y'all are working on your appearance to get used to being in front of it. Like maybe you're getting a lot more attention. So like you guys have become a lot more comfortable with the attention that you get. So maybe you guys are getting over maybe stage fright, or getting over feeling like shy or awkward, or feeling, I don't know, you know what I mean, just kind of drained about like what it is that you desire. Because sometimes when you have pessimism and overthinking or over strategizing about like what your next step is, it slows you down. And because you starting off going into like an Aries energy, Aries isn't an overthinker. They're just taking action, and we'll figure it out as we go along. So some of y'all are learning how to like make the changes or improvise on the go. You know what I mean? You're just like, I'm just gonna take action, trust my instincts, and I'll just start doing everything after that. So some of y'all, this could even be like, I don't know. I just get like, it could be activities in general that you guys are starting to get into, finding extracurricular activities to involve yourself in, and where you learn you have skill sets or natural abilities that you didn't even know that you had. You're like, oh shit, I can do this. I didn't know. So you guys are about to start expressing more of your talents to people. What's up, C Mizzle? You guys are about to start expressing more of your talents and starting to get more recognition, or more. Um, it's more recognition, but it's also more encouragement. Not encouragement, more praise. You guys are about to get more praise for like the stuff that y'all be doing naturally. Just whatever you do, just yourself. People just may even like compliment you on like your appearance. They may compliment you on your discipline. They may compliment you on your hard work. They may compliment you on your success. You know what I mean, for your on your consistency. They just, or they may even compliment you on or praise you on like your ambition, your drive. You're taking action when you know that you needed to. Just people are going to be noticing that about you. You're going to get a lot more like attention for that. So it could be done with a Aries, could be done with a Leo, could be done with Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini. All right. So also you should be knowing that people are going to be trying to create opportunities to have you back around too. So this could be like people manipulating just to have you like, just to show up somewhere. Like, oh, can you do this for me? Like people will be trying to find ways just to have you come back around, or just to be in their space. Or they'll be creating ways for them to show up where you are. So you'll see it. All right. So that was that for Gemini. Mm-hmm. Man, I ain't doing too much, C-Mac. I'm just chilling, man. I'm just chilling. I'm feeling kind of snackish. But it's late. I know I should be laying down. You know what I mean? But I'm a little hungry right now. So I said, let me do something to distract myself. All right. So that was that. We have Cancer. Let's start here with these. Cancer. What would you be pleased to know? Somebody's going to come back and make amends with you. Could be a Libra, could be a Scorpio, could be a Cancer. So somebody who you guys are protecting yourself from is going to come back and make amends with you, or make up to y'all. All right. Or you guys could be they're going to be trying to commit. So yeah, it's somebody who recognizes that you guys are maybe commitment ready or commitment worthy. So somebody's either recognizing your best traits, your characteristics that they like. This can even be like at work, like, you know what I mean. But maybe you guys, or this could be you guys recognizing, you know what I mean, like your traits, your best traits, your best character attributes, you know what I mean, and start to use them. Also, you guys may start trusting your impulses. So I guess, but first, let me just give you a story about somebody else coming, because we got commitment and we got recognition, which is really just giving me that somebody's going to be following their impulses and recognizing that they want to have some type of relationship with y'all. We got Earth here, so it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but also Earth was giving me like an orientation. I was thinking work or school. You know what I mean? So some of y'all may finally commit to something that you guys recognize that you needed to do. And sometimes the Earth can also be like training or getting reorientated with your body. So that could be that too. So this could be like, maybe you guys are stretching, maybe you guys are getting into yoga, maybe you guys are starting to eat different. You know what I mean? But it's like you guys are going to recognize what you need to commit to, and then actually follow your impulse or follow your instincts to do it. Very similar to Gemini, but just totally different cards and totally different energy. All right, because these are going to be things that you want to do. You're not going to feel like you need to do it. You're going to want to do it because it's going to inspire you. So there we go. We got Sagittarius energy. We got unexpected. So some of y'all is going to be unexpected trips, unexpected traveling. A visitor is coming from a long distance. So it could be a Gemini, it could be a Sag. This could be a long distance, short distance, whatever. You may have a long distance relationship with this person. It may start off with just, communicating, talking. Maybe you meet them on like a trip somewhere, or just a vacation, or maybe they, I don't know. or maybe they travel towards you guys, because it gives me like a roamer vibe, a roamer, and we were just talking, socializing, and it just kind of happened from there. So this maybe somebody's not your usual type, but you guys may just have like this unexpected relationship with them. You know what I mean? If it's a past person, they're just gonna unexpectedly disrupt y'all, unexpectedly message y'all, and communicate and tell you that hey, I now recognize, like, yo, you're the person that I wanted to commit to, or you're the person that I see going on some type of relationship, or I want to go on some type of trip with you, because I kind of get the vibe of somebody wanting to take y'all on a trip or do something bold with y'all, which could just be like express their feelings and their emotions. But it could also be like we go somewhere and we do something that's an experience that you've never done before, because I'm kind of curious to see how you'll respond to it. So somebody's going to be trying to like date you guys, and then others of y'all, somebody's going to be trying to take y'all on an unexpected experience, which could just be, like I said, a trip, or taking you somewhere where you've never been before, which could still be in your same state, city, town, whatever. It's an adventure. It's just something to get you outside your comfort zone, because of the because of the Gemini energy. Gemini energy is usually people who stay in a small area. Sometimes they travel, depending on other placements, but Gemini itself is usually a place of like closeness, family, staying within a certain realm. You know what I mean? But it's investigated at multiple times. So it could even be somewhere you've already been, but this time you're just seeing it differently. You know what I mean? Like maybe you've never been on the player side of the stadium, Dallas, you know what I mean, Cowboy Stadium. Maybe you've never been inside the locker room. You know what I mean? Or just anything. She just messaged me. Who? You know what I mean? So I'm just giving you examples. They can kind of play that way. What else? All right, so let's shuffle these up. So what would you be pleased to hear? You guys are going to be seeing places, seeing things. People are going to be recognizing your face. So I guess wherever you're going, people are going to be very outgoing, very like, I would say optimistic, but also like very just jovial, happy. So people will be happy to see you, happy to talk to you. You know, you're learning a lot from the interactions that you're having. So I guess this could be in the summertime for y'all, because right now we just got Sag energy and Gemini energy. So this pattern may play out twice, maybe in the summer and again in the winter. It says you're about to break generational curses. So you'd be pleased to hear that. So that means that you're not going to be doing something that your ancestors did prior to you. Oh, there we go. So you guys will start believing in yourselves. Because it says it's not who you are that holds you back. It's who you think you're not. So you'll start believing in yourselves, or start believing in your capabilities. Because that's what I was saying. Recognition was like recognizing where you need to commit more, or like be more optimistic about yourself, or view yourself in a higher light. That's what's coming next. But it's probably just going to be through a relationship too, or through significant events that you guys are able to overcome, because you recognize like, oh, I have the capabilities to get over this, or I have the means to get over this. You know what I mean? So you may start recognizing your own potential from this, because that's, remember I seen the earth earlier. I was saying that that's usually about getting reorientated with yourself, or reorientated with your body. So that's probably what it is. You guys may start recognizing certain stuff about yourself that's like, oh, I'm highly capable of doing XYZ. All right. So yeah, no facts, Kim. Y'all are definitely bipolar. Y'all do be nice for a little bit, and then out of nowhere, y'all just be like rude and not very nice people. All right, so what would you be pleased to know? What would you be pleased to know? Somebody's curious about y'all. It's maybe somebody who's foreign, or this could be just somebody who's like very like shy, but you wouldn't be able to tell if they're shy because they're loud, or because they talk like they're like big shit. Could be a Taurus, or could be a Libra. So this is somebody who's actually very sensitive, very tender, but they put off like a bravo face, or they put off like a strong appearance. They seem strong. They may be kind of like physically imposing. Sometimes when I see Sagittarius or Gemini or any fire air signs, I think of them being tall. But if they're not really tall, they just have a lot of confidence, you know what I mean, and a big ego, you know what I mean. But anyway, they may be very tender. So you'd be pleased to know that maybe somebody who's putting on this brave, or this big facade of themselves, being very tender, or being somewhat hurt. Some of y'all is somebody who's hurt by y'all. This may be somebody who's a big deal, who's actually kind of hurt by y'all, or sad that you guys aren't interacting with them, aren't talking to them, aren't reaching out to them, aren't communicating. They may feel like you guys are having power struggles. Could be a Capricorn, could be a Leo, Libra, Aquarius. So somebody who you guys aren't talking to, or like slowed down communication, or didn't reply back to, or just the relationship between y'all just slowed down, they're sad. You'd be pleased to know that this person feels hurt, that you guys are holding back, or that you guys have gotten your confidence enough not to reach out, or gotten your confidence enough to like maybe deal with your own issues without calling them anymore. So maybe you used to call and vent to this person and tell them all your secrets or tell them how you really felt about things. But now they kind of feel like you don't see the potential in them anymore. They feel like you flipped the script. We got two of pentacles here in the verse. They feel like you flipped the script. You guys have gotten confident now. You know what I mean? So that's where you're going to be getting the unexpected disruption from somebody because they're going to be reaching out because you're acting different and it's giving them uncertainty. They don't really know what to do with y'all. You know what I mean? So they now maybe recognize now that they need to commit or that they need to really follow those impulses to make something happen. So some of y'all are going to get a commitment because maybe I don't know, some of y'all, this could be like the generational curse that y'all are breaking of maybe like dealing with situationships or a generational curse of like having a certain style or pattern in relationships where maybe people were like letting you down, hurting you, betraying you, you know what I mean? And you guys reclaimed your power. And now it's like, oh, now they're sad. So that's flipping the script because they're two of pentacles. That's flipping the script. They feel like you've changed up. So you'd be pleased to know that it's caused some type of effect on this person. You know what I mean? It's disrupted, like, I don't know, a pattern that they were into. So even if it's not you that broke the generational curse, maybe you broke the generational curse for somebody else by like, you know, causing this grief or causing this stress on their life. They're like, oh, I got to become somebody else. So maybe they became better because of you. Mm. All right. So anyway, it could be a Taurus, could be a Libra, Leo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Gemini, Sag. I did see Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but I do know some of y'all got new love. It may be with that same past person I'm talking about, though. They may be like rekindling the feelings and emotions that they really share for y'all. Suddenly they realize, I care about you so much, Cancer. I can't do without you. You know what I mean? And I think I did say Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I don't know, though. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I did say Earth earlier. So, yeah, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Who's more of a Sagittarius? Can't be Marie E because Marie E is a Scorpio. You said he's going to step up and get out your way. I know that's right. He got either step up or get out your way. Sometimes we be stepping up a little bit, but like when you be like, "Are you sure?" We be like, "I don't know. Mm-hmm. Let me think about it." Will you sit still while I think about it? You be like, "No, I'm not about to sit still while you think about it." You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. All right, so quick shuffle, and then we're gonna get over here to Leo. All right. You probably will too. All right, so we're gonna see. So Leo, what would you be pleased to know? What would you be pleased to know? You got some abundance coming. All right, this could just be like a lucky opportunity that's being presented your way. It's gonna be money because we got 8th house here and we got Jupiter. Jupiter has to do with abundance or lucky opportunities being presented, or sometimes it could be wisdom that's like otherworldly wisdom that like could be innovative ideas. Usually that's Aquarius energy, but Sag also represents like a more spiritual aspect. So these may be like far out ideas or a far out opportunity or a really big opportunity for y'all to inherit something. It could be money, it could be property, it could be status. Maybe you could be interacting with somebody who has influence, status, property, money. They could be sharing this wisdom with you. It's a bunch of ways that could be happening because it's the 8th house. So you're going to be getting money or getting like lucky opportunities from other people. But it's other people who have that position and status. So that's the only way it's going to work. I'm not going to say it's the only way you can ever have abundance. I'm saying that this is the way it's supposed to work for y'all. So you'd be pleased to know that an interaction or a partnership that you guys are about to have or some type of connection that you guys are about to have is about to yield you a lot of money. It could be life-changing money too because it's the 8th house. So this could even include like romance in terms of like marriage. This could be like maybe if somebody passes away, like an old auntie, an old uncle that you didn't know about, rich uncle, rich aunt, left you some money. Because it's the 8th house, which could sometimes be like taboo stuff or secrets, you know what I mean, hidden money. It's usually other people's money in some way. So something like that is happening here. But also this could be you guys feeling like you do deserve to be giving to or be deserving of these things that you're asking for, you know, because maybe at one time you were asking for stuff that you just didn't feel like you deserved. So it wasn't coming, but now you'll be having the optimism or the faith in yourself to believe that you deserve greater things. All right, so it's going to be a joint venture that's happening, and some of y'all could be something that increases your legacy or increases like your status. You know what I mean? Your reach, your influence. All right, could be dealing with a Sag, a Pisces, could be dealing with a Scorpio. All right, so what is it about them? Responsibility. So somebody's gonna be taking on your responsibility. All right, so this is somebody who feels like they need to conform to the way you see them. So some of y'all, this could be even an opportunity on TV. So it's maybe like a big deal. Like maybe you guys are signing a contract or signing some type of, I don't know, like just getting an opportunity, like a creative venture where you're able to like be seen. You may have to like conform to a certain expectation. So like maybe you guys are getting signed to somebody who's big, major, like maybe like a big deal in that case where like, let's say like Pepsi, Coke, I forgot the other companies. There's other companies, but it's kind of late, so I'm forgetting what other companies like I mentioned. But let's say a larger company wants to like hire you, you know what I mean? And they may pay you multiple millions of dollars, maybe even billions of dollars, right, to do something. And but you have there are certain specifications, you know what I mean? You may be confined to doing a certain job or doing a certain responsibility, but it yields a lot of like results. It pays a lot. So it could be a new job, or it could just be like a new position, or you guys are just going to be living up to the expectation that somebody had, living up to the expectation that somebody else had, or somebody's going to be trying to live up to the expectation that you had, that they have, that you have for them. You know what I mean? So they may be like trying to please you, trying to like give to you, trying to be generous with you. You know what I mean? Trying to see you in a better position, wanting to see you evolve or expand. All right. Also, you guys will be feeling more comfortable in your body. So you guys won't be like hiding it or won't be like tucking it away or whatever. Maybe you guys were feeling maybe a little insecure around your physical frame. You guys will be showing it a little bit more, showing a little bit more skin. All right. 10 of Pentacles is here. So it's going to be some money. You guys going to be getting money maybe that was owed to y'all, or money that was like waiting, lingering around. So maybe you filed your taxes late, or I don't know. You'll be pleased to know that you're going to get some money. It could be from a past, like, sometimes I was even thinking it was 8 of Cups. Sometimes it could be past creative projects that we never finished. So it could be like unfinished work that you did that maybe you put out. Maybe it was like a creative venture that you wanted to do, or something that you thought would make some money, but you just never did it. But then you do it. Let's say you want to start selling plates, and then you start selling plates, and then you make the money. You know what I mean? So it's like something that you guys probably would have already done anyway, but you just like kind of sat on it because it was like, maybe this ain't the right time. I don't think it's really finished. You guys may start putting the finishing touches on it, and it may actually go a little bit further than what you were expecting or planning on it to do. All right. So, and this could just mean like people are conforming to what you would like them to conform to. But so here we go. We got obsession. So you guys got a secret admirer or somebody who's upset. There we go. The lovers. You guys got a secret affair or a secret admirer coming your way. There's somebody who's been interested in you guys for a minute. We got the moon. So we got a lot of people. You guys got a lot of people. So this could be more exposure that's coming because of a joint partnership or a creative venture or some type of business that you're doing with somebody. You guys are about to get a lot of a lot of like recognition or a lot of more exposure, like new experiences. So this may even be like including like traveling. This could be like maybe moving houses. This could be like just exploring. Like you may have a lot more freedom to explore, where you won't have to be as like, maybe you don't have to be in like an office. So maybe you can work from home, or maybe you can like work on the go. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe you have just more freedom to roam and just see stuff. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe it's like you guys are going out of state, out of country, or something like that. You're just gonna have, or sometimes it could be like returning home. Sometimes it could be like that, like returning home or returning back to where you're known at, and people love you. People are happy that you're back. They're cherishing you, but it just seems brand new. You know what I mean? So maybe it's that, because maybe you've grown, because we do got the world here. The world is a stage of growing. You know what I mean? So maybe you guys at one time were afraid of maybe like meeting new people. Maybe you guys were afraid of like having like intimate conversations. Maybe some of y'all were afraid of like showing your body, like during sex, or just showing your body doing maybe work. Maybe you model, maybe you do whatever. Because it seems like here you have an attractive body and you may just be like afraid of it. But it also could mean that you guys are becoming more active with the body. Maybe starting to like, let's say jog, starting to walk, maybe gym. It's mostly activity. It's not really food, so it's more activity. So maybe you guys are just going out more, being invited out more. You know what I mean? People are just like socializing with you a lot more. Like, you know what I mean? But these are people who admired you and people who are had a crush on you for a while are gonna be taking action on y'all. So it's secret admirers, but it's also like in a more lustful way too. because they found you to be attractive. Could be a Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini, Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces, Sag. So you're gonna be hearing pleasant news when it comes to like your career, when it comes to online. You're gonna be a lot more interesting. People are gonna be a lot more excited to see you. So this is just like it's just an expansion of growth of like your environment. So maybe you guys become like a big fish in a small pond shortly, where everybody's gonna be seeing y'all all the time, or it's gonna feel like it. It's just gonna feel like everybody knows you. That's what it is. So you may have like a household name. You guys may end up having like a household name, or end up having like a I don't know, just sometimes it could be like just being known, you know what I mean, a lot more by a lot more people, which is like I said, exposure. But it just seems like you're gonna have like a stronghold or have more influence. Where at first you may have felt like you weren't making much of a difference. Maybe you felt you were no different than anybody else. Maybe you even thought other people were better than you or more experienced than you or whatever the case is. You guys are outgrowing that pattern. You know what I mean? So eighth house can also be a transformative stage in your life where you yourself are changing. But these will be life-changing connections. If it's money, it's life-changing money. If it's a job, it's a life-changing job. If it's a relationship that ends, it's a life-changing relationship that ends. You know what I mean? Like whatever's happening for y'all is going to be a life-changing moment. If you go to education or learn a new philosophy, it's going to be a life-changing philosophy. Or if you like study something new, it's going to be a life-changing whatever it is that you learn. Whatever's happening for y'all is going to be a life-changing moment. So it could be a relationship. It could be multiple relationships. Some of y'all may be having choices with the partners because we got the lovers here and we have the world. So you may be having to choose which partners work best for you. Now, some of y'all just may be dating around because I kind of get that with the Page of Wands. I still get the kind of dating around and just kind of sticking my toe in the water and just kind of seeing what's up. You know what I mean? Like I'm just interested in everything. So you may just like allow yourself to be that way where you're just trying everything because the eighth house can also be taboo. So it may be that. It may be that for some of y'all. All right, so it could be Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Cancer, Capricorn. It's not Cancer. Capricorn, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sag, Scorpio, Pisces, Sag. All right. You said no sex with Cancer. Y'all didn't want none. You said at least not this one. Oh, okay, yeah. See, you didn't want none. Ain't no need to tell you that. You ain't want none. Dab it on people. That used to be so big. You remember kids used to always do that? They come up to you, yo. You're like, come on, man. Come on. Stop the bullshit. Why would you do that? All right. So let's get over here to Virgo. Virgolicious. Virgo. All right. So, Virg, what would you be pleased to know? We got eighth house again. So you guys are going to be getting other people's money, inheriting something. And then what the fuck? I swear. That's Jupiter again. I don't know. Let me just shuffle it one more time. But just keep that in mind. It was Jupiter and Scorpio in eighth house. Same thing. Again, so for y'all, it could be just abundance, a partnership with somebody who's a big deal. Could be the influence that you may have. So your influence could grow, could expand. You know what I mean? Karmic past. All right. So you guys are outgrowing an old version of yourself. That's cool. All right. And old habits. You guys are breaking that. So karmic past could also just be like past people are coming back. But this could also mean that you guys are digging up a past talent or a past ability that you guys already had. You get what I'm saying? So, what was the time? What was the time, Destiny? The time I was just talking about? What time was I just talking about, too? Because I was just talking about it, too. I just lost it that fast. When I be talking, I just be talking. Anyway, all right. So, some of y'all is going to be a past relationship, too, that you guys are going to be talking it out. Because we got Pisces, we got Libra energy. So, I was getting at, like, you guys are outgrowing your people-pleasing ways. That's first and foremost. So, you guys are getting out of, like, dealing with, like, confusing situations because you guys were just trying to please other people. So that's good. All right. Also, you guys may become the more fickle person or the more, I don't know, the more like logical, sensible person. You know what I mean? So you guys don't easily fall into relationships or don't easily fall head over shoulders for people on the onset. You know what I mean? You guys are outgrowing that pattern of just falling in love so easily. All right. So that's a good thing. All right. Also, you guys could be maybe like starting to like question some of your past habits or past like beliefs, some of your limited beliefs, because it's Neptune, and I always think of Pisces with limited beliefs. So some of y'all may start thinking about your limited beliefs, all right, and thinking about like how some of these are attached to how you think that other people are viewing you. You know what I mean? So like maybe the way that you would behave or the way that you would act or the things that you would find enjoyment in, you may not do because you may be worried about the judgment of others or the expectation of others. You know what I mean? And that's usually because you want to please others and not like frustrate them. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you so much, Tiffany. So it's like you may not want to like frustrate them or upset them. Libra is a sign of like not wanting to cause tension, not wanting to cause stress, or not wanting to cause drama, not wanting to rock the boat. You know what I mean? And that's where you were getting the confusing relationships from, or the confusing situations where you don't know if it's your problem or theirs, because you don't really want to make anybody upset by setting a boundary or like taking a stand on either which way. You know what I mean? So you guys are also getting out of that being uncomfortable with just socializing and not knowing where things are going. Like maybe you guys had issues talking to people and them not like, I don't know, them not being clear about what's going to happen. You're like, maybe you should just learn to socialize. Maybe you just learn to just hold conversation and just be chatty. I know, you know, Virgos are very chatty type of, Libras are very chatty type of people. Virgo, not really, but you got Libra energy here now. So some of y'all may be transforming or like turning into that type of person. Yeah, you guys gonna be like an open book. You guys gonna be like an open book. You guys gonna be connecting to people emotionally, sharing stories. People are gonna be doing this with you, sharing stories with you, telling you how they feel, reciprocating those same feelings and emotions, those same sentiments. So you're gonna find a lot more like-minded people emotionally. So you're gonna find people who are gonna want to connect with y'all shortly. All right. So earlier I was saying that I seen that when I seen Jupiter and I seen the eighth house, it could mean that you guys are getting more influence, expanding, growing, where people are going to be wanting to share of themselves and share their resources with you. You know what I mean? Because eighth house did represent getting other people's money or getting other people's resources. So something like that is going to be happening for y'all. But also, like I said, some of y'all is going to be starting to be a little bit more chatty or a little bit more emotional, but like able to express your emotions where they were once confusing, where it was once hard, where it was once like maybe overwhelming. You know what I mean? Because it is only overwhelming for y'all because maybe you guys were afraid of getting it wrong, or you guys were afraid of maybe being mishandled, mistreated. Because Libra is like a sign of needing justice, and with the Neptune energy, it could be a difficulty of being able to figure out when you're being fair or when you're being done wrong. So like maybe you didn't speak up, but now you guys will be speaking up, and people will be understanding you. So your feelings would be reciprocated, or your feelings would be understood. So that's what you'd be proud. You'd be happy. I said proud. You guys would be pleased to know. All right. So also, you guys could be making a decision on a relationship. It says the process of a cycle is ending. Time to let go. But I was also thinking about that with this Libra energy, which has to do with mediating. So maybe some of y'all are finally having a talk, or finally meeting somebody in the middle, or finally just having a little sit down about the relationship between y'all. You know what I mean? About whether to let it go or just becoming clear. But it says you are manifesting new beginnings. Stay focused and remember to practice gratitude. Remember to practice gratitude. So you may have something to be thankful for shortly. It's probably because you guys are starting to like delve into your subconscious, or will be, you know what I mean? But it's going to come from the conversations that you're having with people. Like the conversations you have will allow you to open up and like be emotional and not feel like you need to guard yourself, which is where you're going to be able to grow at, and where you're going to be able to let go of like a past version or past, let's say, responses or past triggers maybe to like connections or to like your feelings. You know what I mean? It's almost going to feel like the floodgates are opening, and then it's going to be a lot easier to express yourself. You know what I mean? And like not feel guilty, shamed, or maybe even resentment for feeling the way that you feel. You know what I mean? You won't feel like you need to impress others. That would be first. All right. So what would you be pleased to know? We got Cancer, Libra, Pisces so far. Unfinished business is coming back. Could be with Aquarius, could be with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or an Aries. Somebody's going to unexpectedly try to offer you guys love. And the good thing about it this time, they're going to try to love you in the way that you want to be loved. You know what I mean? So they're not going to just love you the way that you want to be loved. They're going to love you the way that they think you want to be loved. So now because of the Libra energy, which means that you're being a lot more clear about what you expect from people. So now there's no confusion. You don't have that confusing pattern anymore. It's the end of that for y'all. You know what I mean? So this could probably happen for y'all in Cancer season, Libra season, or Pisces season. So just keep up with the signs, because the signs are usually when the seasons can happen. So this pattern can play out multiple times. Yeah, so the relationships you're having are going to have a lot more depth within them, like a lot more emotional depth. So there'd be trust, There'll be, we got 3 cups. Yeah, there'll be trust. There'll be intimacy. There'll be good times. There'll be celebrations. Some of y'all can be pregnancy. So some of y'all, you'd be pleased to know that this relationship may lead into kids. It may lead into like you guys dating a lot more. You having trust in relationships again. You having trust in friends. You feeling secure enough to share yourself with people. This can even be including your artistry or in like business ventures or what do you call or like artistic ventures, because Neptune could be your artistry too. So you guys may be like starting to take action on your artistic maybe ambitions, goals, or whatever stuff that you guys wanted to. What's up, Lisa? You know what I mean? So you guys could be doing any of those that you want to get into. You're just gonna have more of a balanced approach with people, where you're not going to be too much, you're not going to be giving too little. You know what I mean? So you guys may be coming off as a little bit generous, but also able to receive and also able to ask for what you need. So it's not like you're just taking whatever people are giving you anymore. Now you're able to ask for what you need. This is what I want from you. What do you need in return? Okay, I'm willing to do this, or I'm not willing to do this, but you'll be able to communicate that. So you won't be afraid of saying that to people. So this breaks all those confusing cycles and those patterns that you deal with previous relationships. And it would be the same thing if it were like art, business, or just any type of like creative or imaginative invention or imaginative uh, uh, investment you want to get into. It's the same thing. You're not going to be doubting yourself, basically. You may share what your fears are with other people. So somebody else may be like a mentor that's coming in, or somebody who's already kind of been where you've already been that may be sharing with you. Because I said that earlier with the Scorpio, with the 8th house and the Jupiter. You could be sharing influence, but it could just be somebody who's already been where you've already been. I mean, who's already been where you're trying to get to, and they're sharing that information with you, so that way you guys could really start seeing your dreams or your visions come to light. Also, lastly, and not but least, you guys will be having a lot more intuition. All right, because we also got the Neptune energy. You guys will be having a lot more like an intuitive knowing about like what your next steps should be. You know what I mean? About what the right thing is. You know what I mean? Just, I don't know. It's like you're able to socialize with people. You're able to connect with people better. People feel connected to you even better. You know what I'm saying? So, and then some of y'all, it could be a little short distance travel, because I got an 8 of Wands and three of Wands. So some of y'all could be having a little short distance travel, or maybe going somewhere, or this is just going to be a lot more fan mail, or a lot more emails, a lot more texts, a lot more calls. People may be I'm about to say preparing to start reaching out to you, or preparing to maybe like try to put you in a more comfortable life. If it's a relationship, it's going to be somebody who's going to try to make your life a lot more easier, and they may even want to have children with y'all. They may even want to have children, because I see the Empress here and the 3 of Cups. It gives me like a children vibe. So it could be unexpected pregnancy or unplanned pregnancy, if that's what you guys want. All right, but you'll feel secure with the person that would possibly doing this anyway. So it's on y'all if y'all ready to be a mama bear or a papa bear. All right, so it could be a Cancer, Aquarius, Sag, Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Libra, Pisces, Aries. I think that was it. Yeah. All right. Ooh, thank you so much. Piece of candy. Thank you, Kim. Thank you so much. All right, so that was for Virgo. Virgo. All right. So let's quick show. So we shall see. What's up there, Jean Julien? Why did you not sleep? What's up, Mariama? All right, so Libra, what would you be pleased to know? You guys about to get messages from somebody from your past. Could be a Virgo, could be a Gemini. So you're gonna get some messages, some communication. Also, you guys could just be thinking about things from your past, like comforts, like things that were once comfortable to you. You guys could just be thinking about them. You know what I mean? Like, just maybe this is like past relationships. That's why I was thinking maybe it's gonna be a past person that calls, but maybe like, you know how sometimes you can just be reflecting. Yeah, there we go. We got it's South Node, 7th house, past relationships. So some of y'all just maybe like either reconcile with a past relationship, or just thinking about past relationships, or you guys are finally like closing out a pattern about like with previous relationships, and it can just like the previous dynamics that you were having when it came to relationships. So now you guys may have more reciprocal or more evenly yoked relationships coming your way. It's cool. Or it could just be like you guys are doing more joint endeavors and people are helping you guys get past, say, a stagnant period, or they're helping you guys get past like a slow period in your life. Like, let's say maybe you're going from like one job to the next job, or, maybe like money has slowed down. Maybe you weren't making as many sales, or, whatever the case may be, people are going to be helping you guys. They're going to be a lot more cooperative with you guys. So you guys may be also signing contracts, making deals, maybe negotiating a lot more, or people are just doing that with y'all. But it's usually something that you can use. It's beneficial to y'all. So something like that's happening. This could be in friendships. This could be in romance. It could be in business. You'll be having a lot more fair dealings with people. All right. Yeah, people are going to be making a lot more room for y'all, too. They're going to feel inspired by y'all. So you may be inspiring somebody else to like want a relationship. So this could be possible also as well, that you may be like inspiring somebody to try to build a partnership with you. They may want a long-term partnership with you too. Could be a Libra. That's what I got so far. All right, because you may be like bringing clarity to somebody's past like behaviors, or bringing like maybe they have like a natural talent or natural skill for being in relationships and they didn't even realize it. You may be bringing this to other people's attention because of like the way that you communicate, the way that you talk. We got 100. Ooh, thank you so much, y'all. Thank you so much. All right, so. Well, also, you guys may also come up with an idea, a business that somebody else may co-sign or may go along with, or maybe wants to work with you or help you out. Like the challenges that you may be dealing with, the friends that are coming along, or the romantic partner that you have is going to be helping you out with them. You know what I mean? So they may be bringing customers, they may be buying supplies, they may be doing something. They're going to be helping. All right, they'll be very cooperative. So even if you don't have a partner, just partners, people will be coming in to help y'all. You know what I'm saying? What they do? It says celebration is on the way. So some of y'all maybe like a marriage, or it's just like a party, a baby shower, or like it's a party. We got balloons and shit, so it's a celebration. So that's what you'd be pleased to know. Oh, it's concession. So there's food. There's food. Oh no, wait. So some of y'all is a marriage, but it may be like a party, or it's a food. So some of y'all may be like the main attraction to food, or to like a party, or something like that after a challenging time. So that's it. All right. So people are going to start making room for y'all, or start like going out of their way for y'all. That's what's about to happen. So celebration is showing up because people may feel like you have talents or you're gifted. Yeah, it says you're about to get sweet rewards for your hard work. I told y'all. So you guys are about to get rewarded for whatever it is. People are going to start going out of their way for y'all. It says be open and receive and watch the universe provide for y'all. So it's like blessings on top of blessings for y'all. All right. So what's about to happen is you guys getting the rewards for all the work that you put in after a challenging time. So this is blessings. These are come-ups. These are relationships. It's negotiations. It's deals. It's partnerships. It could be money, but it's just people making room for you. Yeah, there we go. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is a raise, a promotion, but it's also a financial come-up. So it's an increase in stats, or increase in like the quality of life for you is about to happen here. So it could be free. Yeah, you feel me, Marie? Food. I'm hungry right now. For real, I ate a little Pop-Tart if I could. I ain't got no snacks in this bitch. I'm so mad. I try to be super healthy, and now I ain't got no snacks. All I got is like meal prep food. I got to make a whole steak if I want to eat something. I could make some tuna fish, but I don't really feel like it. I don't even feel like it. All right, anyway. So anyway, how it all is going to work anyway, it's going to be people helping y'all out. So wherever you guys were having limitations, blockages, potential stagnancy, stuff was slow, people are going to be helping y'all out. They're going to be making room and going above and beyond to make sure that things happen for y'all. So you're going to be having a cheerleader too soon. We got the Queen, we got the Empress here in reverse. So you guys, this is more like a more laid back. So this may be a job some of y'all getting. That's going to be a very laid back job where you don't have to like take care of a lot of shit. You know what I mean? You guys may get to sleep, rest, chill. I don't know. Maybe you're just hiding at work. Maybe you just hide on the job and just be like, fuck it. I just lay down. Or people just start taking on your responsibilities. Like you guys may get into partnerships, but they just be taking on whatever burdens you got, taking on whatever like issues. Like if you were, I don't know, they just giving you some time away. Sometimes it could be like with the Empress in reverse. This could even be like people, if you got kids, this could be like people just watching your kids more, giving you a break to yourself. You know what I mean? Allowing you to like spend time like resting, healing, relaxing. Because I got the Nine of Swords here, and it's a Sunday Scaries, but I'm looking at her like with the pillow. So it's giving me like you guys may get more rest, or the job that you're about to have, if you already have a job, or if you're about to get a job, then or the job maybe it's changing for you, where they may make room for you guys to be more comfortable at the job, where there's less stress, there's less worries, more people are taking on your responsibilities, they're pitching in a lot more. You know what I mean? People are doing their job at the bare minimum. You know what I mean? So like maybe we were slow at one time, but now it's picking up, and like maybe it's more customers for some of y'all. Some of y'all, it could be that. It could be more customers. But I know whenever I see the Empress in reverse, it's usually from luxury. Sometimes it could be overindulgence, but like as something you'd be like pleased to know, then you guys are about to overindulge. So some of y'all could be like a little sleepover, a little lover's tryst or something like that. You know, this could possibly end up in pregnancy too, because of the Empress and reverse and the Tower. So some of y'all could be unexpected pregnancy. So keep in mind of that. If you guys don't mind, you don't mind. It'll just be whatever. Because it seems like seventh house, these could be long-term relationships or partnerships that like are significant, where they stay in our life for a while, or they just leave a lasting impression. So it could be that. You know what I mean? We just have like the same. We just have the same needs in mind. So it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra. You guys also may start becoming more fit, or like maybe get I don't know if you need a personal trainer, or if you guys will start take classes or start orientation somewhere, because the Page of Pentacles is here, which is usually a orientation or training to do something, or practicing to do something, or something like that. You know what I mean? So sometimes it could even be like getting your hands dirty with new projects, with new plans, trying to get them off the ground. So it could even be that. Maybe like you're having partners that are coming into your life to help you do these things. So like maybe you're trying to save up your money, maybe you're trying to build up your foundation, maybe you're trying to, I don't know, just anything. Like the people who are coming in are helping you go on that same path. And it's going to be easier for you, where you don't have to overexert yourself. You're not going to have the same stresses, the same worries. And they're going to help you realize that you're worthy of like maybe what you've been asking for. Because we got the Nine of Swords in reverse and the Empress in reverse. And is that being something that you'd like to hear? You would like to hear that you're going to recognize that you guys are valuable, or that you guys are worthy, or relationship ready, or marriage ready, or parental ready. If you guys want to have kids, you'll start realizing something about yourself that you didn't realize before. Sometimes it could just be realizing that you're gifted, you're valuable to others. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That your status is increased or something. Sometimes it could just be that. But also, some of y'all are gonna be going viral shortly because of your appearance, though. So maybe a picture you post goes viral, or you just be creating content that goes viral. Because I do got that type of energy here too. But it's after a challenging time, so you may have felt like whatever you were doing wasn't working, and then you guys start having these. Maybe you guys start having collabs, or you guys start having maybe become more agreeable. Because like as a whole, maybe you become more agreeable to people. They just start liking you. They start liking your appearance. They start liking your aesthetic. They start liking, like, I don't know, just how you do stuff. You know what I mean? You guys get over being shy or being like nervous, and then people find you to be more attractive. You know what I'm saying? So it could be that, but it could also just be like you guys start realizing that this has been in you all along. Four of Swords is here, which has to do with your physical appearance, or has to do with your self-care. So you may start taking more care of your body, start taking care more of your appearance. It's going to get you it's going to get you relationships either which way. All right, so it could be with Aries, Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Taurus, Libra. Was that it? Virgo? I said that. Same. All right. So that's for the lovely Libras. Lovely. Lovely. I don't know if you guys got a parade coming soon, but maybe a parade coming up that y'all may go to. Thank you so much, Abby. I do my best. All right. Little Scorpio. You know, I ain't got nothing against Scorpios ever. But for some reason, every time I get to Scorpio, I always be like, you know what? Like, I could skip Scorpio. Y'all never done nothing wrong to me. And there's nothing wrong with Scorpio. It's just something about when I be reading Scorpio energy, I'm like, well, I don't know. This isn't the most appealing to me for some reason. Thank God I'm not a Scorpio. But I just always thought about that. Like, So some of y'all may be coming up with a new philosophy. I think some of y'all are traveling. It's going to be a past experience that's going to bring something new into your life. That's going to be something that you'd like to know or like to hear. So a past experience is probably going to grow into something better for y'all. All right. I got Scorpio placements too. I just don't have a Scorpio sun. But like, I don't know. Something be about like reading for Scorpio. Y'all be having some good reads, but it just be like, I could do without being a Scorpio. All right, so we got lessons. So you guys are getting reorientated or learning something new. Yeah, we got Gemini. You guys are definitely going to be learning something new from a past experience. Something from a past experience is going to bring something new into your life That's what you like to hear. So it could be a new reality that's about to happen. Because I seen earlier it was a ninth house, which in the Earth here, which has to mean also a new philosophy is being born. All right, so it could come from conversations. It could come from interactions with past people. It can come from just thinking, because Sagittarius or ninth house can also be about dwelling in the mind. Like Sagittarius is a roamer, but like your mind and your body are your first like home and your first place to like experiment and explore. So you could be exploring your mind, maybe you're exploring your body because we got Earth here. Maybe you're exploring your body, maybe like starting to like recognize like maybe when you had too much salt, maybe when you had too much sugar, maybe when you haven't had enough sleep, maybe when you haven't had enough water, maybe if you need some sex, if you need some wine, maybe if you need some juice. You may just kind of know these things about your body. You start recognizing these things. You'll start sensing it. You know what I mean? So you can become becoming more in tune with your physical body. All right. Also, some of y'all may be going to schooling, or you're becoming a lot more perceptive of human nature, which is I love that for y'all even more because that's like an enjoyable thing. You guys, so maybe you guys will start like training and learning maybe psychology or just maybe starting to like study deeper subjects soon and being able to like teach it or be able to like express it to others. So this could be maybe you guys are throwing classes or going to classes, like going to this could be like going to yoga, going to the gym, going to a bike spin class, or just going somewhere. You guys are maybe either you guys may be teaching this or you guys are like going to it, learning from it, you know what I mean? And then sharing your experiences with other people. So past experience coming around for you to learn something new, but then also you guys are gonna be maybe socializing and like learning something for yourself from maybe new experiences. It'd be like a new mission that you guys are going on. Like something just piques your curiosity and you guys just go down the rabbit hole. That's a Scorpio trait. You just go down the rabbit hole. You find something that's kind of intriguing or something that you don't really understand, and then you guys get to digging in it, and you guys get to dealing with it, and then suddenly it becomes an obsession, and now it's all you guys can think about. It says, have faith in yourself to take the steps to where your soul is guiding you. All right, so you guys could be trusting that instinct more. All right, starting to trust those little nigglings within your body, like wherever your body is telling you to do or telling you to go, you're just going to start trusting it. It says if you get tired, learn to rest, not to quit. So you guys are gonna know, like when your body is saying, "Hey, you need more rest," you're like, "All right, I'm just gonna take a rest." Or when your body's like, "Hey, you need to eat that food over there," you're like, "All right, I'm gonna eat that food." Or it's like, "Hey, you need to cut down on eating." Okay, I'm just gonna cut down. Or you know what I mean? You're just gonna start listening to your body, becoming in tune with your body. All right. So what else? What would you be pleased to know? Wait, that goes right there. So, all right. So, what would you be pleased to know, Scorpio? All right. So, you're becoming aware. You got third eye chakra. You're just becoming aware of things that are hidden, things that aren't that are usually unseen. You know what I mean? Strong intuition. You know what I mean? So you'll be able. What it is, you'll be able to pick up on human nature. You'll basically know other people's motives without them really having to tell you much. Sometimes it comes from conversation, just conversation, unwittingly knowing or unwittingly hearing certain stuff that maybe you shouldn't have heard before. Maybe they didn't tell you before. Ooh, thank you so much. Piece of candy. Or things that you probably shouldn't have heard. It's like you just kind of pick up on like innuendos or pick up on subtleties in conversation. All right, so maybe you can start seeing like people's mannerisms, their body language. You start like reading it, like you just kind of know it. You can sense it. Like, oh, I see the way that he's moving, that he's nervous. So I see the way that she's looking at me, that she's attracted to me. Or, you know, what I mean, I can tell by the way that their tone is that they're lying. Or, you know, what I mean, it's just like it becomes like a second nature to y'all. All right, because we got spiritual awareness, but you guys maybe start becoming aware of like how everything is interconnected around you. Maybe by like the food you eat, by the thoughts you think, by the actions you take, by the people that you hang with. You just start kind of looking at the bigger picture of things and starting to look at like square one or looking back at yourself for like how this stuff is like extensions of yourself. All right, so what would you be pleased to hear? You guys about to be soaking up some peace and practicing more self-love. So it's really starting to take care of yourself. Really just starting to like relax, chill, trust me. I trust myself. I don't have to trust others. I just need to trust myself and trust that I know what to do in these situations. That's what's really happening for y'all. It's mostly just you, trusting you. I mean, you'll have connections with people, but like you'll already kind of know what their motives are with their reasons for doing whatever they're doing. So you could be dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could be dealing with the Gemini. So like you guys will also be a lot more witty and have like better comebacks, you know what I mean? Being a lot more creative or a lot more like funny with the way that you talk to people. You know what I mean? They're like, damn, I like the way you talk. I like the way you said that. That was pretty creative. That's pretty crafty. You know what I mean? So, oh, thank you so much, Goddess. So, what would you be pleased to know? You'd be pleased to know that somebody who ghosted you guys, or somebody who you guys had like a vague, or who was like non-responsive, or kind of like kept it vague between you guys, you'd be pleased to know they're going to initiate with y'all soon, and that they find y'all to be attractive. They find y'all to be their type. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sag, could be a Taurus, could be a Pisces. We got the moon here, which means that this person's been obsessing about you guys, and they fantasized about you guys, or they've admired you guys for a while. Some of y'all, somebody who's maybe used to be a mentor to y'all, or somebody who you were a mentor to them, or somebody who just kind of looks up to you. People may be looking up to you in that light. So this could be somebody who, somebody else going to be an offer for a job, because we got Three of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Ace of Wands. It's going to be a job with something that you may not be really like comfortable doing, because maybe you've never done it before. Because we got the Hierophant in reverse. I mean, we got the Hermit in reverse. We got the Hierophant upright. We got the moon here, which could be fears and anxiety, worries. But as a good thing or something you'd be pleased to know, it'd be something that you were afraid of, like, you know what I mean? So maybe it's a job or career, or it's a relationship style that maybe you were afraid of like indulging in or getting involved in. Because some of y'all may be afraid of like losing people, or afraid of like maybe like being ostracized or being left out or being isolated, because maybe you made a bad choice, a bad decision by dating this person, or like, you know, being in a connection with this person, or being friends with this person, or because of a job you have, you don't have much of a life, or you know what I mean? You won't be feeling that way anymore. It won't be a sense of being detached or being like isolated from people. In fact, you're gonna have people being a lot more supportive or wanting to be around you guys a lot more. Really, because of the, because we got King of Pentacles here, so it's really because of your maturity, and because you guys are very either very stable or just having a lot more to offer. You know what I mean? So this could be a job too, where maybe you guys have like finally hit past, let's say a probationary period, or finally went past a, I don't know, something. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Mars. Damn. What's up, Kiki? It could just be like, I don't know. I forgot where I was just going at with it. Oh, it could be because of your finances. That might be it too. It might be because of your money, or because of like how well you guys are doing in your career. That might be also why people are coming back around. But that's like, you'll already know why people are coming back towards you. It's not even going to be no like, you're not even going to be confused about why people are coming around. Somebody else about your career, but then for others of you, it's because of like sex. You know what I mean? Maybe it's because they don't know where you're up to. Maybe you went ghost. Maybe you were quiet. Maybe you were vague. You know what I mean? Then you may know why they're coming back. You'll know why they're coming though. Some of y'all, it's just because they're very interested in you guys, and they may feel like they've gotten their money. Some of y'all, it's like they've gotten their money up, because like if you're not the one with the money, then it's them that's gotten their money up, and now they're looking for you guys with a flashlight. So it's possible, because the Herman's gonna be like looking for you in the daylight with a flashlight. I got my money up, not my funny up. What's the dealie though? You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden we got way more game when we got some change. I got a lot to tell you now. I got a lot to say today, boo. You know what I mean? We need to go get some food. You know what I mean? Yeah, we can talk over this over dinner. You know, all of a sudden we can talk about everything over dinner now. Let's talk about this over dinner. All right. So it could be doing the Aries, Leo, Sag. Could be doing the Taurus, Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, Gemini. All right. Yeah. A lot. Yeah. I'm gonna say some of y'all could be doing a lot more self-improving too. You may notice that. I was thinking that with this Hermit and his Hierophant, I was getting that self-improvement. Like starting to look at yourself, like, you know what I mean, with a more not scrutiny, like being less self-critical, but like also being honest about the things that you know that you need to change. You know what I mean? It's like having a honest like talk with yourself about like changes that you know that you need to make. That's why I say some of y'all are starting all the way from the beginning in some way, or starting at the very bottom in some way with something like brand new. So this could be like fasting, this could be like diet, this could be like working out, this could be like schooling, training, like maybe getting to know people, socialize. It could be anything. You're just like starting from the bottom again. So you guys are getting out of like maybe fear-based mindset of maybe being socially awkward, misunderstood, disliked, all that. You guys are getting out of that energy. All right. So that's for Scorpio. Sag. Let's see what we're talking about with the Saggies. What they talking about? All right. What's up, Eunice? I used to have a friend named Uni. We used to call her all the time Uni. She's pretty cool. All right. Ooh, that was a good shuffle. I felt good about that one. All right. So, Sag, what's happening? What would you be pleased to know? I'd be pleased to know I'm getting some money, sir. All right. So, what would you guys be pleased to know? Pleased to know that's okay. There's some resources been held back from you. This could be money. All right, or somebody who held back from you guys is like ready to like let it be known. So we'll see. It could be an Aries. Yes, we got Aries so far, but it looks like resources, money, an achievement has been held back from you. So somebody could have been like standing in the way of maybe money, standing in the way of like status, standing in the way of you moving up, trying to make you feel like you don't fit in. All right, so you'd be pleased to know that somebody who maybe is on top of their game or somebody who's very achieved or very like, I don't know, it has like authority and status. Some of y'all may be intimidated by y'all. So you'd be pleased to know that you guys maybe have more influence or more control over somebody than what they let on. All right. So there's maybe somebody who's like highly decorated, highly achieved in some way or very successful or something like that. All right. So it's maybe somebody who talks to you guys. So I don't know. If you do a job as creative or you do a job like sales or you do a job where people can like take your ideas, maybe it's like marketing or something where people could take your ideas, then you'd be surprised to know that people are competing with you and stealing your ideas. You know what I mean? Or people are using whatever they hear you say. So like at work, maybe you understand the job better than everybody else. So people just kind of like watch you, listen to you, and then use what you say. You know what I mean? So so like people want you to feel isolated. So you'd be pleased to know that you guys are making a big splash or a big impact with people who are probably higher up than y'all. You know what I mean? Then it seems like they could be in leadership position. So these would be people who some of y'all you may even like grew up with them or like started with them at some point or something like that. But anyway, they're gonna start being friendly with y'all. So you'd be pleased to know that they're gonna start being friendly with y'all, regardless of them feeling intimidated or maybe afraid of you coming for their position or their spot. You know what I mean? So they're going to become courageous and actually maybe assert themselves, start conversation. They're going to be the one to initiate. So it could be a Gemini, it could be an Aries. So far, that's what I got. So they're going to start being a lot more communicative with y'all, or a lot more talkative to y'all. So if they were just holding back at one time, some of y'all, like I said, some of y'all they were like in the way of y'all being able to move up or progress at work or something like that. Yeah, they had a air of disdain for y'all, and they weren't really fond of y'all. So it could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Libra. They weren't really fond of y'all, but I guess something's changed. So you'd be pleased to know. So maybe I don't know. We'll see how that all works. What's changed then? King of Swords, y'all grown up, y'all got mature, or y'all just don't give a shit. It's one of the two. It's like they respect you, so that's what it could be. It could just be that they respect y'all more now, because the King of Swords. So this is somebody who was like observing y'all. Remember I said earlier, it was observing y'all, learning from y'all, watching y'all, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I respect y'all. I respect your handle. So it could be a Capricorn, it could be Aquarius, could be a Virgo. All right, they're gonna share with y'all. They're about to share their position, share their resources, share information, something useful. They're going to share something useful with y'all, or they may give you the opportunity that they were holding from you, which could be like a raise, could be a promotion. It could be, I don't know, anything. It could be them opening the floodgates for you to get into it. Maybe they could have shared. This could be like, I'm just giving you an example. It could be like you could have gotten to a club, the golf club or whatever, the golf course, whatever. You know what I mean? And all Dan or all Bob had to do was just fucking say, yo, Nooney's a good person. Let Nooney in here and he'll pay the fees or whatever he needs to pay and he can go golf here. But they didn't want to do that for me, so I couldn't get into golfing. You know what I mean? But now they want to, because maybe they see me golfing at the other street or like down the street somewhere. Maybe they see me golfing one day and like made an impromptu golf field. Then they'd be like, you know what? I like him. He golfs anywhere. I golf anywhere too. Because third house is also people who have similar interests as you. So as somebody who's higher authority than you, who was feeling intimidated at one time, is now realizing that we have similarities. I like you because you're like me. So they're going to be recognizing that about you, and they respect you now. So they're going to be communicating with y'all soon. All right. So this could just be them being a lot more social. And that's why I say some of y'all's going to be aggressive, where it's like now they want to talk. Yeah. Some of y'all is more of attraction too, where they find you guys. So it's maybe like a boss, a manager, a teacher, I don't know, somebody who's just like, I'm not gonna say fawning over you, because some of y'all it is that way, but for others of you, it's not that way. Some of y'all is somebody who was feeling humbled by y'all, wanted to humble y'all by not giving you attention, by trying to maybe sabotage you, maybe by being avoidant with you. But now they're seeing it as beneficial to deal with y'all. Just might have times have changed. Times have changed. Now, some of y'all, it's just that they came up themselves, again, because we got the Wheel of Fortune, and then we got the grown-ass man. So some of them have become more achieved. Like if it's a man, then they may become more, status worthy. Maybe they become more financially ready. Maybe they become a lot more mature with their mental, their thinking, their communication, the way that they handle their business. Maybe they've just grown up in that way. So now they're ready to reach out. Now they're ready to take a risk of opportunity towards you guys. And they don't really care whether you reject them or not. They're willing to take that risk to see what can happen because they are obsessed with your appearance. All right, so some of y'all is going to be that way too. And then you guys will also be pleased to know that with the Wheel of Fortune here, Eight of Wands, good news coming in money. Could be a windfall of money. Could be incremental payments. Could be lucky interactions that you're having. This could be multiple suitors that are reaching out to y'all. Because we got the Six of Wands here, and we got the Eight of Wands, and we got the Wheel of Fortune. So that's attention from suitors, spectators, getting a lot of admiration or getting a lot of like compliments. So you guys may be getting a lot more compliments. This could be on your body. This could be like getting a lot more compliments on the way that you like talk, the way that you communicate, the way that you express yourself, the way that you deal with unexpected changes. You know what I mean? It's a lot of that. It's a lot going on because people would be complimenting y'all mostly on your appearance, and people would be complimenting y'all mostly on the way that you guys, maybe the way that you guys handle attention. I kind of get that vibe too. It's like the way that you guys handle attention, like you don't really need it. It seems like you don't really need the validation. You don't really need you don't need the admiration. You don't need the compliments. You know what I mean? You're not asking for it. You don't even seem to be looking for it. King of Swords is somebody who can care less about that. You know what I mean? Like, thank you. You know what I mean? So like because you don't need it, that's why you're getting it. You know what I mean? Because you're not asking for it, that's why you're getting it. So all these things are about to happen for y'all shortly. These are things you'd be pleased to know. Hold on, I had to do something that I forgot about doing before I even started. God damn. All right, so this could also mean that some of y'all are becoming a lot more competitive. Some of y'all may become teachers or start teaching people, something like that, or just becoming more, having more conviction with the way that you talk. Like you become a lot more assured. You know what I mean? So like when you take risks, these are more educated and more timed risk or calculated risk. They're more calculated risk. All right, and then the people that are coming towards y'all, if it's romance that are coming towards y'all, these are people who are taking calculated risk to come towards y'all. They want to share in your spotlight, or they want to show people off that they know you, that they have a connection with y'all. So something like that is coming along the way. All right, so yeah. Oh yeah. Also, if some of y'all are getting like a windfall of money or getting like a lot of money coming at at one time, where it's like multiple money coming at one time, then y'all may unexpectedly move or travel out of state somewhere, like go on a random ass trip just out of nowhere. Maybe because you guys just get this windfall of money, you just be like, hey, I'm out of here, and just go somewhere. All right, so anyway, it could be an Aries, could be a Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Aries, Aquarius, Sag, Capricorn, Aries, Gemini. Yeah, I said Scorpio, Aries, Aquarius, Taurus. Yeah, Sag. I did. Okay, cool. So that was that. What's up, guys? It's me. We got Marie E in here. Marie E in the building. It's 12 o'clock. It's midnight here, y'all. That is crazy. I guess I must have started at 10. I thought I started before then. All right. So Capricorn. Pretty much. All right. So Capricorn, what would you be pleased to know? What would you be pleased to know? It's 9 p.m. where you are. You must be on the East Coast. I mean, West Coast. What would you be pleased to know? Would you be pleased to know that you guys are about to have a choice to make soon? And whichever way you guys go, you guys are going to need to be optimistic. All right, so you guys getting a chance to go on a vacation or a chance to recharge. All right. Chance to recharge. A direction of where you guys either want to take a relationship or you guys want to take, I don't know, an adventure, or where you guys want to take a trip, or where you guys want to live at. Maybe you guys are changing location where you live at, or where you guys are, I don't know. You guys are having the choice to do that. You'd be pleased to know that it's looking good. Prospects are looking good. So maybe if you guys are trying to buy a house, if you guys are trying to move, if you guys are trying to travel, prospects are looking good. All right, you guys are about to have like a chance to overindulge or to get some luxuries, or a chance to live maybe a little bit more comfortable, have more. Yeah, we got second house. This is about money. See that? Look at that money. It's money. Second house, money. So you guys are either about to buy a house, have a house. Yeah, 8th house is here. So you guys are about to have money. Other people's money, but it could also be like other people's resources, other people's status, other people's influence. Something like that is about to happen. You guys are about to have the choice to do it. That's why I was saying when the palace is here, you guys, some of those, so some of y'all could be going to like maybe a mansion, or going somewhere where there's like people with wealthy money, like they're wealthy folks. So you may be going to like a neighborhood where people like that being recognized, being like, I don't know, maybe you're able to sell something there. Because I was thinking of recharge. So maybe you're like charging them a service. Maybe you're having higher echelon patrons or higher echelon customers, or you're rubbing shoulders with people who are influential like that. Because second house can be people that we share the same value systems with. The same things that we take seriously, they take seriously. The same things that we work towards, they do. They have the same work ethic as us. They're focused on like the same like deep-seated issues as us, because we also got the 8th house here too. So there's maybe people who like focus on the same deep-seated issues as you. Maybe they're in the same industry as you, or whatever, or they have the same maybe I don't know. Maybe I would say maybe they have the same influence as you, but maybe not. Maybe very principled people coming into your life. All right. But these are also people who are like live more like a luxury lifestyle, or have like a lot of abundance, have a lot of going for them. Could be a Taurus, could be a Scorpio, could be an Aries, could be a Sag. All right. Also, I don't know if you guys be like riding horses, or be into like horse riding, or like horse trail. Maybe you guys are about to go do that. I think you guys are about to start spending money on stuff that you guys probably have always wanted to spend money on. Or maybe the money that you guys have been saving, you guys are about to make a big investment, or a lump sum, or a large purchase for the money that you guys have been saving. But I feel like you guys are about to get it back from other people if you are doing that. All right, so what would you be pleased to hear? Spirit is opening a door for y'all. And for some reason, I feel like it'd be a house for some of y'all, or like an apartment, or maybe it's like an Airbnb or something like that. It's like it's nice, clean. Gives me like a new place, new house car smell. Smells good. You know what I mean? You know how like when you move in a new place and the carpet is fresh, you're like, damn, it smells good in this motherfucker. Or the paint's still fresh on the wall, you're like, damn, somebody actually cleaned this motherfucker up, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like when you get a brand new house, it still had that wood construction smell. Woo! Ain't nothing like it. Yeah, so you may be going to like a family function too. I think you guys are going to be having a group of people that you can trust. So maybe you guys are building like an entrepreneurial team, or being around with a team of people who are helping you guys build. Cause I get like people being around, people who you can share influence with, share money with, share resources, but they're more so sharing it with you. And then we also got some of y'all getting an inheritance, which could be, like I said, inheritance of money, power, resources, anything. You could be inheriting a car. You could be inheriting, I don't know, your grandmom's wig. Who knows? You're just inheriting something that was valuable. That's coming. It could be a windfall of money for some of y'all, because it says inheritance. These could be anything. Investments. Maybe you're making money from investments. Maybe you're learning how to invest. That might be part of it too. Because second house can be like that too, where you're learning how to spend your money responsibly. You're learning how to like budget. You're learning financial literacy. You know what I mean? You're learning how to bring the money in. So you guys, maybe that may be something that you're doing. You may be learning this from somebody else who's teaching you how to make a lot of money. Maybe they're going to teach you how to make $1 million or $100,000, or how to make your first $1,000 or whatever. Seems like you're going to be getting this opportunity, and you're going to be able to take charge or take lead and buy yourself something really nice. All right. Because it says strut like no one is watching. So you're going to be feeling confident enough, too. Maybe some time where you really get to kick back, chill with family, chill around loved ones. 8 of Wands, justice. So you guys going to be hearing good news when it comes to lawsuits or when it comes to, like, legal matters. All right? But this could also be, like, getting news from somebody who wants to make amends with y'all soon. So it could be a Libra, it could be a Sag. All right, could be an Aries, could be a Taurus, could be a Scorpio. Yep, we got 9 of Wands. So somebody's gonna be who's afraid to come reach y'all. Somebody who's afraid to come reach out to y'all or try to make up with y'all is going to, because the 8 of Wands is like they're gonna be reaching out, but they're gonna be like excited to talk to you. All right, so why? Because they want to make amends, because they go to justice again. So they want to make up to y'all. Someone's looking to make up with y'all, or somebody's looking to like come to some type of like agreement with y'all. 10 of Swords, they don't want to fight anymore. Queen of Swords, 2 of Cups. I told you, somebody's coming to make a deal or negotiate or talk things out. Maybe a conversation that they feel like they should have had with y'all, they're about to have with y'all, or the end of a difficult cycle, difficult period, wherever you were having hardships at. That's about the end. Queen of Swords is here, which means you can be getting good guidance or good information from somebody. Could be a partner, but it could also just be a friend. It could just be like maybe you're getting an opportunity from a friend of a friend. Like maybe your friend attaches you to this opportunity. Like, hey, yo, I got an apartment, I got a trailer, I got a house, I got a car you can use. You need something, I got it. Like, it may be that. They may be helping you out. Because they're going to help you over a hardship or help you over a difficult period. We got 7 of Wands. So it could be a Leo. They're going to help you over a hardship or help you over a difficult time in a period. You know what I mean? So maybe they give you money. Maybe they give you a job. Maybe they, I don't know, give you something. You know what I mean? They do something to help you. So you can be getting other people's resources, other people's money, or the influence of other people is going to help you gain stability. So it's one of the two that's going to be happening here. All right. So it's going to make you feel confident too. It says you're going to be strutting like no one is watching. So whatever's happening is going to make you excited, where it's like you're not even going to have a care anymore. Like maybe you were stressing before, but like that stress just comes to a halt once you start dealing with this person, and once you get into a relationship with this person. It could be friendship, it could be romantic, won't really matter. You just be a lot more optimistic about where your life is heading after this. You know what I mean? So you have some time to chill. You don't have to work hard. So some of y'all is going to be like a settlement or a court case, or it's going to be, I don't know, payments or whatever, and then you get to chill, take a break. And then others of you is going to be a relationship that's able to come into your life and change your life in that way, because the 8th house is here, which has to do, and the 2nd house. So some of y'all is going to be life-changing money, and then others of you is going to be a relationship that's life-changing. All right. So even if it's a job that's life-changing, and if it's a relationship that's life-changing. So, all right. So anyway, it could be on the Scorpio, Aries, Sag. Scorpio, Taurus, Sag, Libra, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. All right. Oh, my lips feel a little dry. No, that's at 181 right now. Hey, y'all. We almost got 200 people in the chat at 12 o'clock. That's how I've been too. Who said that? I've been feeling myself not getting in this energy, not stressing, not giving a fuck. Yeah, me too, goddess and me. I've been noticing that too. Like, man, I don't even care. Don't even care. All right. So it is 12 a.m. 12 something. So who's on? Aquarius? Aquarius. All right. The second best sign in the zodiac. The second. All right. He said, I just started my second job today. Did you? Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you so much, love Aquarius. For that, you is the first sign today. You is the first best sign in the zodiac today. It's normally Capricorn, but today it could be y'all because of that. I love a little flattery from time to time. What we got? 11th house. That's Aquarius energy. So you guys, this could be a following that's coming your way, but it could also be friends. These are going to be friends who are going to help you guys up. So you're going to have people who are being devoted towards y'all. So it could either be a partnership with one person, or it could be a partnership with multiple people who are going to be helping y'all out. Some of y'all could be like a sponsorship with a corporation or an organization where they take on your calls. They become devoted towards y'all. This would be somebody who's like a group or a company that sees that you're devoted. They have the same passion as you, and they want to see you in a better position in life, or They want to see you have something. They may want to invite you into their social circle. All right. So you may have a larger social circle, one who you can call on when you need stuff. You know what I mean? So that's good. Yeah, it says walk like you have 3,000 ancestors. Every time I ever seen this card, it's always been like 300, 3,000. That's either been coming. So 300 new followers, 3,000 new followers. Something like that has always happened. But it could also just be like you have more friends, more people there supporting you. It could even be like a large group of people that you're like entertaining maybe or talking to or doing group activities with. Like more people may want to do group activities with you. You know what I mean? So this could be like working together. This could be like maybe they offer you opportunities to make money. Maybe you guys are collaborating together, just doing stuff together. Like people are going to be a lot more friendly with you, a lot more social with you, all right? Because they're going to feel like you guys have a spiritual bond or feel like you guys have maybe a bigger mission or a bigger purpose in some way. It says to care for those who once cared for us is one of the highest honors. So this could be possibly even you giving back to somebody who once inspired you. You know what I mean? So you may be pleased that way, that maybe somebody who you once inspired is now wanting to give back to you, or somebody who once was inspired by you is wanting to give back to you. Wait, did I say that? It's the same thing. Or somebody who you were once inspired by, you're able to get back to. Maybe that's what it is. One of the two. All right, but it says before you love anyone, you have to love yourself first. So we know that's coming. More self-love and starting to feel confident about what you're capable of doing. Because we got first chakra, which is the root chakra, which has to do with grounded, safety, security, trusting in self, becoming more self-aware. So you become more self-aware, becoming more aware of who you are, becoming more aware of like circumstances around you, your environment, paying attention to these things. So you may recognize the subtleties of everything, the subtleties of like friendship, the subtleties of like camaraderie, of like intimacy or trust. You know what I mean? So you may start recognizing like subtle cues amongst people, because it's like almost like a growing phase too. I'm looking at the old woman. I was thinking of you guys maturing a lot faster in some way, but it's coming through a partnership or through a team, like a joint. It's not like it's like a joint venture, but it seems like a team effort. So you may be growing through a team effort. So it's maybe like multiple people coming in. Each friend or each person that comes in helps you do something different. They're like, oh, I know how to do this. Let me help you do that. Oh, I know how to do this. Let me help you do that. And each time they're helping you up, like one rung of the ladder. You're moving up each time, it seems like, or you're getting better at each time. All right. So you'll be able to trust your instincts and you'll stop holding back. So you guys will have a lot more focused passion on the things that you guys are working on and the things that you guys are wanting to like indulge in. What was that? Responsibility. So becoming more committed to the things that you know that you need to do. All right. This could also just be a commitment that's coming. Manipulation. So you'd be pleased to know. Oh, okay. So you'd be pleased to know that you'd be able to like work on people's emotions. Maybe a mom or a motherly figure or a very nurturing figure. You'd be able to work on their feelings for them to be able to take on a responsibility for you. So people are going to probably try to connect with y'all a lot more. You're going to be able to connect to people on an emotional level. They're going to feel kind of sentimental around you guys, or they're going to feel very nostalgic towards you guys, where it's like, I feel like I know you. I feel comfortable with you. So that's why people are going to be giving back to y'all or feeling like y'all have some type of spiritual connection. They're going to be devoted towards y'all because they're going to want your livelihood or they don't want your life to be better. It could be emotional manipulation because some of y'all, they may have romantic intentions if it's like a man to woman, or if you're like if they're dating you, if they want to date you, then it has romantic implications. But for some of y'all, it's going to be like more like a business thing. But I also get like a little bit of romance because of the picture, which has to do with people wanting to connect with you to get to know you on a deeper level. But it's a manipulation, and that's the only thing I could think of when it comes to manipulation. But manipulation could be for anything. Like maybe they care a little bit more than what it was. Maybe they didn't want you to know that they cared. You know, it could be anything. I don't know. It's somebody who you once cared about is now about to care for you, or somebody who once cared for you, is about to care for you now. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I've seen Capricorn. I've seen the Devil. So it's somebody who's been crushing on y'all for a while. Somebody who you guys have been crushed on for a while. You guys could be getting an opportunity to engage or express how you feel to them, or they could be doing that to y'all. Because we got the Vesta here, which means that there's a connection that's like worth maybe like showing up for. Here we go, 2 of Cups, upright too. So it could be with the Cancer. So some of y'all is about to be a relationship or partnerships. It could be more joint endeavors, more joint ventures, more joint collaborations, talking things out with people, having heart to hearts. Because then we got the 5 of Swords, Hangman in reverse, 10 of Cups. King of Wands. Now they get devoted. So somebody who you guys were having an issue with or a conflict with, you guys are gonna be able to communicate. Now what the manipulation could be is that they cared more than what they were letting on. They just never wanted to say it. Five of Swords, like, I'm not gonna tell you that. I want to win. I want to be the one that says the right thing. So you guys could be having a talk now. So somebody's gonna be expressing how they feel about you, and they may want to commit or devote themselves to a relationship with you. I got Two of Cups, Ten of Cups. That's giving like progression of a relationship. You know what I mean? So somebody else going to start off as friends because we start off with the 11th house. So they may start off as friends, followers. I don't think customers, but maybe friends, followers. I don't know. It just turns out that way. You guys start connecting with each other, telling stories to each other, emotionally bonding, connecting. Oh, dang. That makes sense. Because it sounds like this reading I was doing for the air signs, I ain't posted yet. It's for Instagram. But I was talking about that too, about people trying to like connect with them. Like unintentionally, they're like talking to people and then they're like finding relationships or wanting relationships with them. Like they're getting to know them without the intention of like trying to be perfect. Like they just start off as friends and then next thing you know, they're turning into lovers and they're turning into deeper bonds and they're finding something to devote themselves to. So you may have people around you who are finding reasons to devote themselves to you. You know what I mean? They're seeing themselves. I would say they see themselves in you or the stories that you're sharing, the parts of yourself that you're sharing, they resonate with them or they're like similarities to them. So they're like, I feel you. I want to connect. I want to help. I want to be assisting. You know what I mean? They're viewing you as somebody who they're willing to sacrifice for with this hangman in reverse. They're willing to be, you know what I mean, a martyr to y'all. So, or you'll be willing to be a martyr to somebody else, but I don't know. There's somebody who's now starting to view you differently. So they're gonna be trying to strategize about how to like, where they're preparing to like pursue you guys, or they're preparing to address you guys, or to like confront you guys and tell you what's really on their heart and what's really on their mind. So it's a good proposal that's gonna come for a relationship shortly. So it could be a Aquarius, Cancer, Aquarius, Pisces, Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right. Also, some of y'all may be getting highest honor in a course or in a class or somehow in something, or you're getting a recognition in that way for a highest honor of something. Maybe it's like Employee of the Month or some shit. All right. So, Pisces. Woo, we made it. I made it. So, let's see. Let's shuffle these up real quick. Stay gone. Stank. All right, she's sleeping. All right, so Pisces, what would you be pleased to know? See, Mac, I think you said that before. I didn't know you was a Pisces moon. I knew you had Pisces. I remember you saying Pisces something. I didn't know it was a Pisces moon though. Damn, you was a real lover boy, my guy. All right, so what we got here? Bam. So somebody's gonna be wanting to devote themselves towards y'all shortly. So this could be somebody who acted nonchalant or acted as if they could care less. Could be an Aquarius. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be somebody who feel like they have a spiritual connection with y'all. Yeah, they see a lot of potential in y'all. Also, this could just be like you guys are finding something to be passionate about or waking up every day with like excitement about it. Like you may be having a more detached perspective about things, where it's like you're more open to learning, more open to experiencing, having more of a beginner mindset with things, where it's like I don't feel like I know everything, but I am willing to open it up and look at it from a different perspective to see what I can gain from this moment. Because sextile is also something that is very supportive or very conducive to you learning a skill that you didn't even know that you had, but it can be very useful for you in the future. So something like that's happening. It could be also a relationship where now somebody started to see your potential, where at one time they maybe was like nonchalant or like not looking at it or could care less whether you were improving or not. Now they seem to be vested in your future or vested in some type of connection with you. So they're going to be a lot more communicative. All right, so you'd be pleased to know they're going to be trying to create opportunities to talk to you. They're going to be a lot more encouraging. So this could be maybe being flattering, maybe being helpful, maybe being supportive, you know what I mean? Maybe just being friendly, you know what I mean? So any of that. He said, so funny how we can see some of the placements each other, but also be so different. No, for real, you feel me? Like we can see almost the same thing, but like just off a little bit. You know what I mean? So anyway, what would you be pleased to know? Like some of y'all are about to get to know somebody all over again, somebody who you guys maybe were having an issue with or having conflict with. You guys gonna be having more of a diplomatic sit down or a diplomatic approach to the relationship. Maybe you guys become more tolerant of each other, start to really get to know each other, start to learn each other, you know what I mean? Their habits, their patterns, their thinking, you know what I mean? Their skills, you know what I mean? And through interacting with each other, you guys get better. So the relationship either gets better or just you yourself gets better. All right, so it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could be an Aquarius. All right, so you guys won't be getting confused anymore about like what you're being offered. So you won't be just taking anything. You won't just be accepting anything either. You know what I mean? You guys will be recognizing like what you're really worth and won't allow people to just like breadcrumb you anymore. All right, it says you're coming out of a caterpillar phase, and then it says being alone is good, but being lonely is the worst. So you guys will be having more friends or just more people like wanting to socialize. The 11th house here makes you more friendly or more social. So some of y'all are learning how to make friends. Some of y'all are learning how to socialize with people. Some of y'all are learning how to be tolerant of other people's values or beliefs or other people's like quirks or differences. You know what I mean? You guys are learning how to like be opinionated, but like not at the same time not be so critical or so judgmental, you know what I mean, about like who people need to be. All right. So I also kind of feel like some of y'all are coming up with like a new idea that's gonna be a little useful for y'all. Maybe it's something that was like a little bit practical, something that everybody else can use. Sometimes it could be like new technology you come up with. This could be like a new set of procedures that you come up with. This could be like a new way of doing stuff at the job that you come up with. It could be any of that. But it says you're coming out of a caterpillar phase, so it means there's a big transformation that's coming your way, which could just mean some of y'all become a little bit more friendly. If that wasn't the case for y'all, some of y'all become a little bit more like social, like socialist, not socialist, like more sociable. Like it's easier for people to talk to you. It's easier for people to identify with you, or it's easier for people to feel relatable to you. You know what I mean? So you'll notice that like people are just kind of like chatting with you, talking to you, and it seems like you can't really do anything wrong or say anything wrong. It's not like in an idealistic way. It's like in a way where people don't want to like they don't want to like undermine the like the peace or the like the truce that's happening between y'all. So like if you were having conflict with somebody, they don't want to undermine like the stuff that you guys have built on since that issue. Like since we had an argument, I don't want to like go back over that. So like people may be letting you get away with stuff that they probably would like, maybe shame, guilt other people with, or they would maybe like cause like strife or cause tension about, or put up a fight about. You know what I mean? Like for instance, if you ever come to my house, I got water that I keep out my door, and I don't like for people to come and get water. Like, come get those waters. Like, I got other waters that I know everybody else drinks. I got the cheaper water. I know you like to drink water. I got the cheap water. Don't get my water that costs me $3 and some change per bottle when I know that you don't drink a whole liter of water in a whole fucking day. Don't do it. Just drink one of the little cups. You're all right. Drink one of the little water. So that's, what I mean? But they may let you have that. I may let you have that. That's like a form of what I'm saying is where, people are just being maybe a little bit more friendly or going out of their way, not going out of their way, but like allowing you to have your way in ways where they normally wouldn't have. All right. Yep. So there's going to be apology coming your way too. And a little bit of flirty messages. Yeah, we go. We got the lovers and we got the Knight of Wands. Yep. You're going to be getting unexpected apology or unexpected flirty message, an offer for some of y'all to travel, come hang out, or an experience that you thought would never happen. It's an experience that you thought would never happen, and you're getting an offer to do that. Some of y'all's a creative venture. Some of y'all's to travel. Some of y'all is to date, you know what I mean? Or to have sex with somebody if you wanted that. But it's to connect the people. So some of y'all may become life coaches or like just feel confident enough talking to people. Maybe you become a little bit like a player, some of you. And others of you just dating around, because the Knight of Wands, it doesn't always make them a player. But the Knight of Wands with the Lovers in reverse is giving like a player, or giving more of like, I'm adventuring, I'm exploring, I'm seeing what I can see, I'm connecting to people, they're connecting to me, you know what I mean? I'm not starting to take things as serious, you know what I mean? So I'm more understanding, I'm more detached, I'm more learning, I'm willing to learn. I'm not coming in as a know-it-all, you know what I mean? So that's a fact. Don't drink my door water. That's a fact. Who said that? Miracle Mac. That's right. Tell him, Matt. For real. Don't drink that door water. That's my water right there. All right, so yeah, some of y'all also be getting a message from a singer, rapper, artist, poet, getting messages. They're gonna message y'all. Maybe they want you guys for service, but I feel like they're attracted to y'all, so they may manipulate as a way of trying to like talk to you first. So they may be like, I don't know if you guys do business, but if you have a business, then they'll be reaching out to try to like get business done by you first, and then they have other intentions in mind. You know what I mean? So I was thinking that they may devote something to you. Some of y'all, it may be a song devoted to y'all, or it may be a what do you call it? If it's not a song, it may be like a picture, a post. I don't know. Maybe they do art that's like that's like created towards you or something like that. Cause I get like somebody trying to win you over with like acts of service or acts of like bravery or acts of like over the top. You're gonna notice that people are trying to go over above and beyond to try to please you. You know what I mean? So like, these are people who even have crushes on you or people who are fond of you will be taking action. They'll also be looking for signs that you're like being affected by them. So you're gonna be pleased because these are the people that you probably find attractive too. You know what I mean? But you just may not feel that they're like commitment ready. But it is nice to get that like reassurance from them, or it's nice to get that like that validation, like, oh, you do find me attractive. Like maybe you're a cougar, or maybe you're a little younger, or maybe you're a little older, or whatever. It is kind of nice to get that like validation from people who you find to be attractive, that letting you know that they find you to be attractive too, or letting you know that they find you to be creative, or letting you know that they find you to be inspirational, or you'll get the same like same feedback. It's like a feedback loop from people because you're tolerating them, they're also tolerating you because you're not trying to be perfect or expecting them to be perfect. They're not expecting that with you. So they're able to look past your flaws, look past your red flags, look past your insecurities or your shortcomings. You know what I mean? So you'll be pleased to know that. All right. So it could be done with the Aries, Scorpio, Libra, Sag, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo. I said Gemini. Is that all of them? I think that was all of them. I think it was all the signs. So that'd be that. I guess that was all signs. It is a collective when it comes to Pisces. So hey, it was all signs. That's all it is. So thank y'all so much. What's up, Enigmatic One? What's up? Yeah, we is on a late night. I didn't even mean to, but it is what it is. We are here now. It's over now, though. So thank y'all so much. Thanks for being here, y'all. I had a ball with that. That was, pretty entertaining. I know I'll be here again tomorrow, Friday. It's gonna be a Freaky Friday thing, so y'all be looking out for that. We're gonna talk about that. Who trying to smoke your boots? We're gonna probably do that one. I don't know if I'm gonna use that title, but it may be something like that. Who trying to smoke your boots? Who trying to fold you up? Who trying to touch your cakes? Who trying to do something? You know what I mean? That'll probably be the read for tomorrow. So I'll check y'all out. I don't know if I'm gonna be late with it because it's Friday. I might go out and get a little sippy sip. I know it's Good Friday, so I might, go out and get a little sippy sip, or I may not. I'm gonna do something though, that's for sure. All right, I have to go back and watch for my Gemini rising. Yeah, I like to always go back and look and see what I said, cause I be surprised that I be saying it, even though I be knowing I'm not surprised. I'd still be like, wow, I really did say that. You know what I mean? Thank you, Sia. Yeah. You love Freaky Friday, Marie. Freaky Friday. All right, thanks for being here too, Marie. Thanks for moderating like you do. C Mizzle, thanks for moderating like you always do. Appreciate y'all so much. Y'all have a great night. Hug on those people, love on those people who love on y'all. I'm gone.